Hey guys, what's up? Good morning, and it's Jonathan with One Big Impact. I know I'm actually here in sunny Arizona. I'm not currently traveling, but I did want to come to you with the top 5 tips that I have for travel, or actually just 5 basic tips for travel. Okay, so the first thing is going to be screenshot your itinerary. A lot of people are like, oh, I got that in my email. Well, check this out, because welcome to the lovely world of travel, which means you're not gonna probably have service all the time, which kind of sucks. So screenshot your itinerary, screenshot where the places are that you're going, screenshot your passports, your airplane tickets, your driver's license, all that stuff. Just have it in your phone as a bunch of screenshots. If you want to go even further, grab, print the pictures out and put them in your bag, because you might lose your phone, knock on wood. Don't say that kind of stuff. But anyway, it's a possibility. So prepare for that. Number 2 is search when you're looking for like hotels. I don't care if you're in the native country or you're out in your own country or wherever you're at. If you're searching for flights, hotels, hostels, any of that stuff, use an incognito window. And basically what that is, oh, travel. I don't know why, but I got that up on my screen. So all you got to do is come over here, and there's these 3 little dots. You probably can't. I'm going to pull you over here, and then my camera's going to be all screwed up. But I want you to see this real quick, because a lot of people don't know what I'm talking about, or they're not super computer savvy. So right there in the corner, you have those 3 little dots. Do you see them right there? So, and then you're going to put settings. Where the hell is it? Of course, I run into a problem when I'm doing the freaking thing. So, more tools. Clear browsing data. Shit. Oh, right there. Oh my gosh, that's so freaking obvious. I'm not even funny. New incognito window. What that does, see a little thing. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I know that was sucked. Like really bad. You've gone incognito. Like pages can recognize that you're there, but cookies won't follow you, and your browsing history is not recorded and stuff like that. And basically what that means is when you do go, let's come back here. Come back over here. When you do go to travel sites and stuff like that, they're not going to be able to tell you were there earlier, if that makes sense. So what's really cool about that is the fact that they're not going to be able to hike up the prices, because what happens is when you go to a site and you're like, say you're typing in tickets to Singapore, and that's all good and you're gonna get that low price, but then when you go back a week later and you say tickets to Singapore, you're gonna be like, oh crap, they jumped up 200 bucks. They didn't jump up 200 bucks. Google, or our friendly World Wide Web, actually recognized and attached like a little bug, and it jumped on your search engine, and then it just like right over to the next search engine. And when you search it again, it's meant to be able to instill panic into you. So eventually you're like, oh man, these tickets keep going up and up and up. And you end up, instead of buying that first $500 ticket, you end up buying a $900 ticket, and they literally just got free $400 off of you. So what you do is you go either incognito, or go in and delete your browsing history and your cookies and everything each and every time that you want to go, or go to a different computer. I like to sometimes go to the school computers and jump from computer to computer, so I don't even have to worry about it. The important thing is that you remember, if for some reason you forget and you're like, hey, that wasn't that high last week, go in, delete your browsing history, and chances are it's probably going to go back down, which is a really super helpful tip, especially those of you that are on a budget. If you're not on a budget, okay, just spend whatever, I don't care. But the majority of the world, I think, wants to make sure they can get the best deal possible, even if you have money. So the next thing is a front open backpack. Let me show you mine. I know, that took like 10 hours. So if you have a regular backpack, the crappy thing is that you're like opening it and you have to stuff everything in, and that's cool if you're just, you know, staying at the same place and you're not doing a lot of moving around. But if you're like me or like other travelers and you're actually going from place to place to place to place and you're only staying a day or two and you're always on the run and you have stuff in the bottom of your backpack, you gotta reach in, pull all your crap out, and then after you pull all your crap out, you finally find that candy bar that was at the bottom, and then you gotta repack everything. And if you're running on a subway and you're trying to get something real quick, that could be a huge pain. What I want to show you is, I don't want to show you my extremely festive shorts, but you're gonna see them. See? Ta-da! This backpack is actually opens. It's a front open backpack, and they're not always easy to find, but voila. If you can see that, hopefully you can see that. And it opens the whole front of the length of it. So if you were on a subway and you have to, I know that's kind of personal and you might get some smells coming out of there or whatever because you're doing traveling and backpacking, but you can actually open it up real quick, grab that candy bar, zip it back up, boom, and you're off of the train in like a split second, which is really cool. And this one was actually like 39 bucks. I'll put a description in below. I got it at Walmart, and it's got nice back frame or whatever. If you can't really see it, but it's got these metal sticks in the back to actually support the weight of the load, which is cool. I haven't had that before, and it's got lots of nice pockets and stuff like that. So get one of those. They're gonna save your ass. Like it's just more convenient. If you can't afford it, whatever, it's all good. But definitely a really awesome time saver and convenience. So the next thing is number 4 is download Google Maps. Now you're probably like, again, I have internet and stuff like that. Well, there's going to be some times where you won't have internet, and if you actually go onto Google Maps and you download in the area, like you're going to France or whatever, download Paris prior to actually going, and you can actually use that Google Maps even offline when you're cruising around and stuff, which is actually super helpful, because especially if you get in a bind or you feel uncomfortable somewhere and then suddenly you don't have internet, you can still get out of there, or be able to find another place, or find your hostel, or find the train station, or whatever. So those things, that's a really important tip. Number 5, and this to me is a big one. They stressed this the first time I went on a study abroad. I'll be going on one soon. But physically prepare for the trip. Number 5 is probably the most important thing. A lot of people, if you're doing like a car rental, and you're going to Europe, or you're going to do a lot of, like, you're being chauffeured and stuff and you have money and whatever, yeah, that's cool. But I promise you, Europeans walk a lot more than we do. They have a lot more stairs than Americans do. They have a lot more physical activity just in general than we do. Everything's really super spread out. You might think, you know, the Louvre is right next to the Eiffel Tower, and yeah, in terms of in the same city, yes, but they're probably miles away, and I don't know the exact mileage, but it is a seriously taxing on your body. So if you can, start about 2 months before. Start walking 1 to 3 miles a day, maybe 4 or 5 days a week, and, you know, climb some stairs and really get ready for that, because I promise you about 90% of the places I stay are cheap, and if they're cheap, usually they're on the 4th or 5th floor, and there ain't no damn elevator. I promise that doesn't even exist as far as Europe goes, that I've noticed so far. Now, I'm not saying anything for anywhere else in the world, because maybe I haven't been there yet and it could be different. But I promise you, if you don't have your car, like Americans, we're spoiled rotten with our cars, 1, 2, 3, 5 cars a piece. If you don't have that luxury, chances are you're probably going to be walking a hell of a lot more than you normally would. So prepare for that physically, and even when you do prepare for that, remember, it's still going to be tough, and that's okay. That's part of the adventure. So don't be negative. You guys, I was trying to think of something cool to say at the end of these. At the end of my other videos, my weight loss videos and stuff, I always say spread love, not hate. And I was trying to come up with a cool catchphrase. If anybody has a cool catchphrase, I was thinking like travel your balls off, but that's like awkward. Like if I travel, are my balls gonna fall off? Well, I don't know, maybe. If you don't use protection, it's definitely a possibility. But I really need you guys' help. Please come up with a cool, catchy phrase that I can use at the end of my videos. Be wild is one that I like, and also create a life worth remembering. Create a life worth remembering. I think that needs some fine tuning. But anyway, guys, we do have a travel blog that we just opened up. It's called worldtraveler944.wordpress.com, and we also have a Facebook group that we just opened. It's called World Travelers, and it's on there. Please come at it, and we are starting a community there. We want to be able to expand so that we can have a cool community where people can share their experiences or meet up or just hang out when they're on study abroad or just traveling abroad or whatever. So I'm super excited about that. Please come join us, and we look forward to hearing from you soon, you guys. And be wild and create a life worth living. Spread love, not hate. Peace.